In my last video, we transferred 2000 in earned fees from trust to operating. If you haven't watched that yet, link is in the description. Go watch that first, please. Sarah Martinez started with 5,000 in trust, as we can see from the trust ledger in QuickBooks Online. And you, as an attorney, earned 2,000, transferred it correctly. Now she has 3,000 remaining that we can see here, 3,000 remain. Today, you need to pay a 305.50 court filing fee on Sarah's behalf. The money comes from her trust balance. Simple, right? Most attorneys write a check from trust and then categorize it as an expense in QuickBooks Online. That's wrong. That 350 is not your expense. It is Sarah's expense. You are just paying it on her behalf. If you record this incorrectly, your trust liability won't decrease. Your three-way reconciliation will fail, and you'll have no way to show which client's money paid for what. Let me show you the right way. For example, you wrote a check number 1001 from your IELTS account for 350. Pay is Superior Court. The purpose for this transaction is filing fee. Now let's go to the bank feed. This is the IELTS account bank feed, and we can see there's a check number 1001 and amount is 350. Now QuickBooks is asking you to categorize it. Here is what most people do. They select an expense category like court fees or filing fees. Let me show you what happens. The pay is Superior Court, or sometimes we see as a bookkeeper, this field is remain blank. So the account is filing fee. Let's create a render of Superior Court. Click add. Now your IELTS bank balance decreases by 350. This part is correct. But if we check the Sarah Martinez's sub account under trust liability, it will be still 3,000. Nothing changed. Let's go to the chart of accounts. Sarah Martinez account history. You see, the balance have not changed at all. Now let's go back to the chart of account. We go to IELTS account. 350 decreased from IELTS account. The total balance is 2650, but the fund held in trust or trust liability account balance is 3,000. The bank says you spent 350 of trust money. Sarah's ledger says she still has 3,000. Your three-way reconciliation is already broken. And here is the other problem. That 350 is now showing as your expense on your profit and loss, but it is not your expense. It is Sarah's expense. You just paid it from her money. Your P&L is now wrong too. One categorization, two problems. Let's go to our P&L report. You see here, filing fee. It's showing under profit and loss table. Now the correct. Let's go to bank feed again. Categorized. Let's undo this transaction. Instead of categorizing this as an expense, you'll have to categorize it directly to Sarah Martinez's sub account under client trust liability or fund held in trust account. So this would be Sarah Martinez, Superior Court. And in the memo field, we can write something like court filing fee, Superior Court, case number 45, for example. Now add. Now let's check what happens. Sarah, you see the balance has changed. Now we can see the real and accurate transaction in Sarah's client trust ledger. The original 5,000 retainer deposit, the 2,000 transfer as earned fees, and now the 350 of court filing fee. Her balance is 2,650. That's exactly right. 5,000 minus 2,000 minus 350 equals 2,650. Now let's check the IELTS bank balance. It's 2,650 and fund held in trust is 2,650. So your three-way reconciliation is correct now. No 350 expense because it is not your expense and it never was. Now you might be thinking, but I need to track what type of expense this was. Court fees versus expert witness fees versus deposition cost. Good question. You have two options. You can use either the memo field or you can use class or tax in QuickBooks Online. As we have already used As you have already seen in the memo field, we have written down the description, code filing fees, superior code, case number. So you can easily get that from here. And also the vendor name is also there. And it has been allocated into Sarah's client trust ledger. So you'll get the accurate reflection of that expense made for that client under trust account. Now let's talk about some common mistakes. Mistake number 1, categorizing the expense as farm expense. Court fees, filing fees, expert witness fees, this sounds like expenses. So people put them in expense account. But when you pay from trust, it is the client's expense, not yours. If you record this as your expense, your P&L is inflated and your client ledger is wrong. We have already seen this in profit and loss statement and also in the client trust ledger. Mistake number 2, using the wrong client sub-account. You are paying a filing fee for Sarah Martinez, but you accidentally categorized it to John Smith Trust or any other client trust account. Now, Sarah's balance is 350 too high and John's balance is 350 too low. You have used John's money to pay Sarah's expense. That is the misappropriation. Always double check the client name before saving. And lastly, mistake number 3, not recording a memo or description. 6 months later, Sarah asked what was that 350 payment for. You open QuickBooks Online, all it says 350 Sarah Martinez Trust. No description, no invoice number, no pay detail, and you have no idea. Always write a clear memo. Future will thank you for doing that tiny little extra work. Now let's verify everything one more time. Let's go to Sarah Martinez's client ledger 2650, trust balance 2650, or IOTA balance 2650. Your 3-year reconciliation is intact. Now you know how to pay client expenses from trust correctly. The expense is recorded. The client trust balance is decreased. The book is compliant. And when Sarah asks you for an accounting of her trust funds, you can show her exactly where every dollar went. This is video 4 in my legal bookkeeping series. If you missed the first 3 chart of account setup, recording, retainers, and transferring earned fees, links are in description. Our next video will be on how to reimburse yourself when you pay client expenses from your operating account. That's a very, very common scenario for law firms. That's another issue we'll be discussing in our next video. You front the money, then need to get it back from the client's trust, one wrong entry and your books are a mess. If your trust account is already a mess and you need help fixing it, visit legalbookkeeping.online or connect with me on LinkedIn. Subscribe for weekly tutorials on legal bookkeeping and IOTA compliance. Thanks for watching and stay compliant.